Well, I mean, unless you're ready to go.
No.
Okay, then turn your camera off. And let them in.
So I'm gonna listen if you share. You'll be able to share.
Yep. Okay, Allison, can you make Amanda co-host and me co-host?
I don't know how to do that.
Oh, come over.
everybody. Oh, this is so fun. Look at all of you. So fun. Hi.
Listen.
Hi, Allison.
All right, you guys, we're gonna hang out and chat. You guys, if you have any questions that you want to answer, please do not hesitate to just throw that right on in to the chat box. We are here, if you can see, I'm gonna turn the camera. We are filming live from Greg and Michelle Goodwin's home. We are super lucky to have such a spectacular place to be filming, I gotta say. My view out here, it's not too shabby. So look, this is all the action, little pre-event action happening. Little behind the scenes. I love it. Super fun.
Oh,
All right, bear with me, you guys, as I'm letting folks in and I'm multitasking to the extreme, but we know how to do that when we're on Zoom now, don't we? So for those of you I don't know, I'm really happy to meet you all. My name is Allison Poletto, and I am the Executive Director. We get all emotional for Friends of the Children. Wow, did not expect that in Southwest Washington. So it's super exciting to see you all here tonight. I'm gonna have a drink of water. Ooh, we don't need to do that again.
Got it, girl.
This is so fun. So thank you everybody for joining us for this easy virtual event. We wish we were with you all in person, but we're gonna make this work. Did everybody get their delicious, if you got your VIP tickets, did you get your yummy nosh boxes? So good. Shout out to our friends there at Beaches. Mark and Allie, you're gonna get to see them a little bit later. And the wine, those of you who are drinking the wine, cheers, cheers. So tonight, for the next little bit, we're gonna walk through and I'm gonna share some information with you. We're gonna do a little housekeeping and also gonna show you a couple of videos to get you all primed and ready to go for the big show that starts at 6 o'clock. So I hope you're getting all of your little pieces worked out. Do you have 2 devices? Do you have one for watching and one for doing the bidding? Keeping track of all the goodies and what they're going for? Love it. Oh, Mark and Allie, they're loving the nosh boxes.
Awesome.
So great. If you have any technology issues, please feel free to put those questions here in the chat box. And we have someone named Tatum who is going to be helping to answer those technology questions. There he is. That guy. And so Tatum can help answer questions. And I also have Tatum's phone number. If you would like to call Tatum, her phone number is, I'm going to share it with you in just a minute. That's what I'm going to do. Her phone number is 360-773-6215. Oh, this is so fun. Awesome. So it's been a busy couple months here in Southwest Washington as we've navigated COVID and doing what I call consciously uncoupling from the Portland chapter. We've been serving youth in Southwest Washington for over 15 years and under the Portland chapter. And we are just delighted that a decision was made to launch a new chapter here in Southwest Washington. The response we had to our tremendous campaign to expand over here led everybody to say, I think it's time for their own chapter in that community. So we're super excited. So we've been uncoupling from Portland and we have a couple team members. I saw a couple of them here earlier who have come over with their youth that they've been serving over here in Vancouver and joined the Southwest Washington team. Also been hiring. We have hired an operations manager. There's Wendy. We've hired 3 new friends which is incredibly exciting. I can't tell you, we were all together, and these were all the folks we were helping with the deliveries yesterday and on Saturday. And Saturday was the first time that we saw each other in person, which was kind of crazy. Oops, I don't want to, I almost removed somebody. That would be bad. So it was a lot of, we got to see each other in person like that. You know, we just got to see each other's faces, but thankfully we've been on Zoom with each other many, 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 many times. And there's Tatum. She's got her phone number in there for you. Awesome. So Friends of the Children, you guys, we have a couple videos that I'm going to show you here in just a few minutes, but I really wanted to make sure that you are following all the housekeeping tools and getting yourself signed up inside your on the app. And then you've got your, I can see your beautiful faces here. So just please don't hesitate to ask questions if you have any. And again, for those joining us recently, we are live from Greg and Michelle Goodwin's home. Oh, it's so fun. There's my dad. Hi, Dad. So I want to share some information with you guys about Friends of the Children, and we're going to show a couple of videos here in a minute, but just the basics. Friends of the Children, what we do is that we have taken mentoring out of the volunteer space and put it into the professional space so that we are able to engage the highest priority youth in our community. The kiddos who a volunteer who is in and out of their life could be detrimental to them because they already have so many adults coming in and out of their life. So that's one of the things that's often hardest for folks to understand, is that these people are not volunteers. These are people who are deeply committed to our mission, whose full-time job is to work with 8 to 10 youth. When they're little in elementary school, we keep them with 8 kiddos. And then when they move up into middle school, we do a little bit more outings together in groups. So they add a couple more folks to their caseload. So this group, they're in the classroom, they're in the schools normally, and then they're outside of the classroom. They're working on their social emotional development and their academics. They're taking the things that they observe in the classrooms and they're working with them outside of the classroom on those different, whether it's behavior, whether it's academic support, whether it's they have a lot of energy and we need to make sure that we've got them involved with some sort of athletics. So there's a variety of ways that our friends engage with the youth that they're working on. Sorry, it is very distracting to see all these fun people popping in. I apologize if I look like I'm a little scatterbrained. So we are currently serving 48 youth over here in Southwest Washington. We were able to do child selection this last spring with the funds that were raised from our expansion campaign. And we finished it 2 days before the schools closed down, which was such a tremendous blessing. So we were at Mill Plain Elementary School and Burton Elementary School in the Evergreen Public Schools. Shout out, I know there's a couple Evergreen folks here tonight. Thanks for being here. And so we were able to then, once the friends had done their observations, they're there for 6 to 8 weeks and they're there at different times of day. They're looking at drop off, they're looking at pickup, they're looking at hygiene. Are they wearing the same clothes every day? They are at recess. Are they acting out at recess, or are they off by themselves, just kind of wandering the perimeter of the playground? At lunch, are they eating by themselves? Are they eating the right foods? Just kind of keeping an eye on them. And if any of you know a 5 or 6 year old, you also know they don't have a lot of a filter. So they also disclose a lot of information, because our friends are these really magical people. And they build these relationships with these kids really quickly. They're kind of drawn to them by their energy. So the friends learn a lot from the kiddos. They share things about what's going on at home or with them personally. And at the end of that 6 to 8 weeks, we sit down with the kindergarten teachers, the school counselors, the principals, vice principals, the FCRCs, the Family Community Resource Center folks. And we say, these are the kiddos that we've observed who have multiple risk factors. And these are what we think their protective factors are. And then the school helps to provide a lot of context and background about maybe things that they know about that family and why they think that it would be beneficial for a friend to be a part of their life. So at the end of that, each kiddo, as you can imagine, the friends get pretty attached to their kids that they're meeting on the playground. So they all have their kids there ready to really advocate for it. But so we have to take the emotion out of it, and we have to give them all a numerical score. And that means the kids with the highest number are the ones who we want to engage in our program. The ones who have the highest scores are the ones who have the greatest barriers and the greatest potential and the fewest amount of protective factors. And those are the kiddos that once we engage with them, they're in our program for 12 and a half years, no matter what. You're gonna hear that multiple times tonight, no matter what. We live in a culture that's a pretty conditional culture. You know, you can get asked to leave, you can get expelled, you can have all kinds of things that it's pretty conditional, but we are an unconditional program as long as they stay within our community here, 30 miles of our offices. So we stay with them no matter what. So I have a couple things. I've got some videos I want to show you guys. We had to pivot with COVID because we are a relationship-based organization and we're used to seeing our kids 4 hours a week, every week. And we weren't able to do that in the classroom. And for the safety of our staff, we weren't able to have them be in person as they normally would be. You know, you can't snuggle up and read a book. So we had to pivot, and the Friends are these incredibly creative and innovative and engaging folks. And so they figured out ways to connect with their kiddos every week so that they were still showing up for them, just not necessarily in the way that they would normally like to show up. And then the other piece is that we have been providing meal deliveries. We were really, really grateful to partner with the Clark County Food Bank and with Share, and we were able to get the foods to our families because they weren't able to access those foods and those opportunities to get food. It's hard to get to go pick up boxes if you have to take a couple buses to get there, or if you are a single parent and you have to take all of your kiddos with you. So we were able to be that bridge, which is a lot of what the Friends do, is they're the ones who are helping to connect them with the resources that were out there. And the Clark County Food Bank and Share were just amazing partners for us in that space, and we're super grateful to them, and they continue to be. We are continuing to do that. So I've got 2 videos I'm gonna show you. One is you get to kind of see how we do it live, what the Friends have been doing. You'll see some of their virtual visits and some food deliveries. And then after that, we're going to show a video that we call The Power of One. And this is a video that we use a lot because it really explains our program clearly. And because there's a lot to understand about us. But what you need to know is 12 and a half years, no matter what. So I'm going to go ahead. We're going to try this. We're going to put on a video. And here we go.
I'll see you guys soon. You're welcome. I'll see you soon. Okay. Bye-bye. Bye.
Every child has a story. No matter who they are or where they live, they have dreams of doing big things. They have unique talents and they face obstacles. But some children face more obstacles than others, sometimes a lot more. Things like generational poverty, schools that are under-resourced, criminal justice, foster care, hunger, and even homelessness. Believe it or not, there's actually a number that can predict how many obstacles like these a child will face. This number is their zip code. Now, there isn't any one person to blame for this. It is a problem generated by 1,000 factors, and it continues one generation after another. This problem can seem overwhelming and too complicated to solve, but it isn't. Friends of the Children is a nonprofit organization that's been breaking the cycle of poverty one child at a time. We know that any child in any situation can succeed, even those facing the most obstacles. To that end, we provide a salaried professional mentor called a friend for each child who works with them from kindergarten to graduation, 12 and a half years, no matter what. These mentors work with each child every week on 9 core assets of personal strength, like growth mindset, problem solving, and self-management, all of which they will need to overcome the many obstacles in their path. It is a big investment to commit to a child for their entire childhood, but it's a model that's been working for over 25 years. While 60% of our children's parents have been impacted by the criminal justice system, 93% of our children avoid the criminal justice system. 50% of our parents didn't have the support necessary to graduate high school. 83% of Friends Youth celebrate graduation. 85% of our parents started parenting during their teen years. 98% of Friends Youth wait until after their teen years to become parents. Each dollar invested in a child returns $7 to the community. The Harvard Business School Association of Oregon estimates that helping one child through this program can save the United States around $900,000. But what these numbers don't capture is the immeasurable value of changing one single life. Children in our program become leaders in their community and successful in their careers, which has ripple effects to their siblings, peers, and neighbors, but also to their children, breaking the cycle of generational poverty. Friends of the Children is growing rapidly as communities across the country are experiencing the power of how one changes a child's story. One friend, one child, 12 and a half years, no matter what.
Myself. So no matter what, we're going to continue to say that. And if you guys have any questions, again, please don't hesitate to type it in the box for me, okay? Because I want to try and answer as many of those as I can. So the big takeaways: salaried professional mentors whose full-time job it is to work with 8 to 10 youth, kindergarten through high school graduation. And we're working to break those generational cycles. We're also just trying to help them to be kiddos, you know, to get them to the park to play, to get them to the kids club, to get them down to the waterfront, getting them to expose to their community and to learn all the different things that are out there that a lot of us took for granted as kiddos growing up. So I hope that you guys are you bidding? The silent auction's going. I hope you're in there bidding. There's some really good stuff in there, some yummy wines if you're a wine person. There's some fun activities. So keep bidding. It's for the kids. I'm going to keep saying that too. It's for the children. For those that are new to the Zoom, welcome. Thanks for being here. I'm Allison Paletto. I'm the executive director here for Southwest Washington. I've been in this role since March. 1 week later is when everything went remote. So it's been an amazing ride ever since then. And we've been able to build an amazing board of directors, many of whom are here on this Zoom tonight. And I'm super grateful to them. And for those new folks, I also want to let you know we're here. I'm going to give you a little behind the scenes. Can you wave back there? That's Greg and Michelle Goodwin. We are in their home. We're super lucky that they were said, yeah, we can do that. When we said, can we come film at your house? Super grateful to them. And they were also the champions for our expansion campaign. So in 2018, we formed an advisory council of folks who were committed to Friends of the Children and committed to growing our footprint over here on this side of the river. And Greg and Michelle were the champions for that committee, along with many folks that are here. And that group of people who invested in our expansion, we consider our founders. And they're they're on your program. So make sure that you're reading, and I see many of your faces here tonight on the Zoom. So this is just pretty amazing. Oh, I love this. This is so fun and distracting all at the same time to see all your faces on here, you guys. We're super excited and grateful to our sponsors tonight. You know, asking somebody to sponsor an event that it's only the second year of it and it's going to be virtual it's a big ask. And yet we had folks who said, yes, absolutely, we would be delighted to sponsor you. So y'all are welcome to sponsor next year when we're all in person. But I want to make sure that I'm admitting somebody, but also make sure I'm acknowledging all the amazing sponsors that we have from Bookalder, Ader Win, Waste Connections, Confluence, Gainers Automotive, Little Prince, Columbia Bank, and Kirkland. We're super proud and grateful to each of you for participating and saying yes to this when asked. We couldn't be here without you all. And without you who bought all these tickets, you guys, it's amazing. Okay, we're gonna keep doing this too. Cheers. Cheers, it's for the children. I'm gonna have a sip. Is anybody drinking any of the delicious whiskey? Did anybody order the whiskey in the pre-order? Yes, I see you. I love it. Isn't it yummy? It's not too late. You can order some online right now in that silent auction area. So please help yourself to ordering that and we'll get it delivered to you. One of our amazing board members is going to help me with that. Wink, wink. All right. So great question that just came through. So we are a 12-and-a-half-year program and our youth are in our program for 12-and-a-half years. Now that doesn't mean that they will have the same mentor that entire time, though I would say that friends on average stay 5 years, which for those who work in the social services and in the social field, that is a tremendous amount of time. It is higher than the average. But they do that because they build these relationships with the youth and they want to see them through that. Now we're there an average of 5 years, but we have some friends that were over at the Portland chapter where I was for over 13 years that, gotta admit, who have been with the organization for 16 years and 17 years. So there are some folks who really do stick with it and stay with us for the long haul. But what's really important is that our youth are a part of a community. So it's not just their friend. So they are getting to see their friend, but they're also getting to know everybody within Friends of the Children and all of the staff so that they're building that social capital. Because most of our kids, I believe it's 70% of our kids will change schools at least once during their school year. Can you imagine every year to change schools? I went to the same school. I lived in the same house, in the same bedroom, went to the same school all the way through kindergarten through high school. One of them's right here helping as a volunteer, one of my friends. But you don't have the ability to build those long-term relationships if you're moving all the time and if you're having to make friends all the time. So what we try to do is help our kiddos to know each other and to know other friends so that it's not a horrible thing when a friend moves on because they've built that relationship and they know the organization and then they get to have another caring adult in their lives. And you're gonna see in a little bit, you're going to hear from a graduate who I had the pleasure of meeting many, many years ago. I'm not going to give away anymore. So we're just a couple minutes away. Huge thank you to all of you for being here. Make sure your glasses are full. You've just got a couple minutes. Fill your glass, grab your nummy nosh boxes. Those were the cutest. And make sure you've got your 2 screens. Make sure you're bidding. Make sure that, oops. Sorry, I almost unmuted you. So make sure you're bidding, make sure you're investing, and please, 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 would love to stick together and follow up with you after the event if you're interested in learning more about Friends of the Children. So we're gonna start with a video of somebody who is a big fan of Friends of the Children. They live to the north. So I'm gonna roll that in just a few moments. And then you're gonna get to hear from Greg and Michelle, and then you're gonna get to hear from Mark and Allie. Whoo, they're on fire. So look out, it's gonna be a fun time tonight. Oh yeah, I said that, you're on fire. Pressure's on. So get ready. Are you all ready? Do you have your 2 screens? Thumbs up on your screens? medium on your screens. If you need help, you just reach out. I can put my number in there as well. I can do that. So here's a glass. I don't have my nibbles. I'm going to throw this in here really quickly. So you also have my number if you need it. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions or if you're having any trouble along the way. Okay, you guys? All right. Are you ready over there?
We're ready.
Are you ready?
We're ready.
Everybody? All right, I'm going to show you behind the scenes really quickly. Here's the production. Everybody, oh, we had to get fancy lights to make everybody look better. All right, you guys, here we go. So with that, I'm going to introduce you to a friend of ours to the north, again, who's a big fan of us.
Hey guys, I really wish I could be there tonight. Sierra and I, Friends of the Children, you all mean the world to us, and I'm thankful that you guys have been able to inspire us in so many different ways. We started with Friends of the Children with Why Not You Foundation through Good Man Brand, and now we're doing so many other things together. And the time is now. The time is now to inspire and change our generation and change our world, and you all are a big part of that. So we're thankful. From the Why Not You Foundation to me and Sierra, I know all those young kids and the kids to come. We love you guys. Donate, help out, whatever you can do. Thank you guys, Friends of the Children. See you, kiddos.
Hello everyone, and welcome to the second annual fundraiser for Friends of the Children Southwest Washington. Thank you for attending our virtual event and for your spirit of generosity. I get to speak with you today as former board chair for Friends of the Children National and partner to Michelle, my wonderful soulmate, who now serves as board chair for Friends in our community. It's hard to believe that only 2 years ago, a new chapter of Friends in Southwest Washington was only an idea. Frankly, when Michelle and I were asked to help lead the initial campaign, we were a little overwhelmed. But with each meeting, whether with those we asked to join us on our advisory council or with those we asked to help found this new chapter, we learned the effort was only affirming. We knew our community was generous, but with each gift, large and small, we discovered that many of you already understood the importance of this widely celebrated, data-driven nonprofit. And the gifts just kept coming. I don't have the words to fully express our gratitude to those we asked to serve as founders for Friends of the Children in Southwest Washington. But to everyone on our Zoom today, I ask you to review the list in your event materials and to remember that key word, founders. The Friends campaign to start this new chapter was the most successful startup campaign in the storied history of the Friends of the Children Network, which now serves thousands of youth and their families across our country. So thanks, and have a great time. We need you tonight, just like we needed our generous founders.
See the video.
There are many more children in our area who need a friend.
My turn?
You're up.
Good evening, and thank you so much for being here. You know, last year we held our very first Friends for Southwest Washington event at Warehouse 23. It was a great night. There was so much energy and support for our new chapter here in Vancouver. But who knew then that in 2020 we would be hosting a virtual fundraiser? Here we are, and as difficult as these times of COVID may be for us, the impact on the families we serve is so much greater. Our promise to our youth is that we will be there for them no matter what. This is definitely a no matter what moment. So here's what we have planned for you tonight. Whether you are a longtime friend of Friends or you're hearing about us for the first time, we want this evening to be fun and informative. We want you to know who we are and what we do. Once you've heard our story, I'm convinced you will feel a nudge to support the kids and the families we serve. We have some fabulous live auction items and a paddle race tucked between video clips that tell our story. You can read about the live auction packages in your print program or online, and please remember, it's not too late to browse the silent auction, and bid those items up. Friends is 100% dependent on private donations to fund our programs. 84% of your donation goes directly to pay for support and salary of our mentors. So thank you again for being here. We hope you enjoyed the story we put together for you, but let's not forget, we're here for the kids. We want you to raise those virtual paddles. And now, as you enjoy the delicious goodies provided by Beaches, I am delighted to introduce our MCs for the evening. That dynamic duo who do so much for our community and for Friends of the Children, Mark and Allie.
Hello, we're so excited to have you here tonight. Thank you for joining us at our virtual event for Friends of the Children. We're hoping that you'll become as enamored with this organization as we are. Friends of the Children is making an immediate, impactful mark on kids in our community, and we're so grateful that they are here. So watch, learn, and listen about all that they do, and let them touch your hearts as well.
But first, let's make a toast to all of you out there who are going to help us raise a lot of money tonight. We'd like to thank you in advance. So cheers. Here's to you.
And to start with, here's a video from one of our friends, Miss Cardina.
Everything would have been different in my life if I did not have Miss Renee. If I never had Friends of the Children, really don't know where I would be, because I literally had someone there for me from first grade to now, helping me when my mom or my family couldn't. I am Cardina Burton. I'm 24 years old, and I've been with Friends of the Children since 2001. So, is that 18 years? I feel like I've been here longer than that, but that's 18 years.
So Friends of the Children is working to break generational cycles, and we do that by providing a salaried professional mentor for our community's highest priority youth, those who have the greatest potential but the greatest barriers that they have to overcome towards that success. And we provide them with a salaried professional mentor whose full-time job is to work with their 8 to 11 youth and work on social emotional learning, academic support, finding what that spark is for that youth and engaging them in all of the activities that will help to develop that spark within them.
I'm Renee Allen. Around Friends, I'm known as Miss Renee. I was a friend for almost 16 years. So the youth that I inherited were the very first youth in the program and stayed with them until they graduated from high school.
I've had the opportunity to work with Ms. Renee for over a decade, and she's just an amazing person, bringing out the best in her girls, always believing in them. Her work with Cardina is just inspiring, and she's seen a lot of success and a lot of heartbreak, and she's an amazing friend.
I met Cardina during selection, actually, when she was in kindergarten. It was just an automatic transition. And it worked great. We stayed together. Well, we're still together. She just became a part of my family, and it's been really good. That I don't think any of us will let her go anytime soon. She's the other daughter now.
I still am in contact with Miss Renee. I literally talk to her probably almost every other day, and she's probably sick of me at this point, but she has no choice but to love me. She continues to support me in everything. Mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, all of it.
Some of the hurdles that Cardina dealt with was the loss of her dad and the loss of her grandmother. Were pretty rough for her growing up. But she's such an overcomer that she didn't let it make her stumble.
Stuff that, was really out of my control, that I had to put up with. But Miss Renee always told me to speak my mind, and she always pushed me to believe that I was better than what I thought I was. So if I ever felt like I needed to settle for something, I could always hear Miss Renee, no, you're smarter than that. No, you're better than that. You can do more.
I am so incredibly proud of her and in all that she has overcome and persevered right on through and is killing it. So she's a pretty special woman?
So currently I am at Jackson State University in Jackson, Mississippi. I'm a biology pre-pharmacy major, and the goal is to become a pharmacist within the next 4 to 5 years.
Cardina's at Jackson State, way in Mississippi, and is about to graduate. And I'm very proud of her. There were so many things that could have held her back, could have took her in a totally different direction, and she refused to let it. So yeah, we're really proud of her.
I could have gave up a long time ago, and I won't, cause I know everyone here is waiting on me to graduate, and I know they're gonna be the loudest section. They're gonna be there to see me through, and I'm just proud of myself that I keep going, even though everything in me is telling me to quit, but I can't.
I met Cardina when I first started working for Friends of the Children 14 years ago, and she has always had a very special place in my heart since then. Cardina graduated in May with a degree in biology. She is currently a high school science teacher in Tennessee, and it was an absolute privilege to write her graduate school letter of recommendation this summer. Words cannot express what a tremendous honor it is to be the new executive director for our new chapter in Southwest Washington. One of the highlights from the past couple months was participating in our sign-on meetings with our kindergartners and their families. At one meeting, I met Bailey, a sweet 6-year-old little girl, and her grandmother who's caring for her. Bailey had a smile that reminds me of Cardina. She was wearing a twirly skirt and a sparkly, amazing jacket. She had so much joy and didn't seem to have a care in the world. And yet I knew this sweet little girl had enough risk factors and barriers that would be a challenge to overcome that she needed a friend. I know that Bailey's friend is going to spend time with her every week. They will set and achieve goals together. They will do homework together and read books. They will discover Bailey's spark. They will try new foods, sign her up for the Boys and Girls Club, get her first library card, and just play. I have been with this organization long enough to really see the impact that a friend can have on the life of a child and their family. I know that the youth in our program finish high school at a rate greater than their peers. I know that 98% avoid early parenting. I know that 93% of our youth are avoiding the justice system. And because of this and all our data, I know that we are impacting generational change, one child, one family at a time, because we're there for them every week for 12 and a half years, no matter what. Our model is innovative and unique, and so is the community where we live. Tonight, I invite you to join us in impacting generational change by providing the children who are facing the greatest obstacles and providing them with a professional mentor, a friend, for 12 and a half years, no matter what. It is now my absolute delight to welcome back Mark and Allie, our MCs for the evening.
Hello.
Hi again. All right, so I think it's time to get this virtual show rolling along.
There we go.
It's great having all of you join us from your living rooms, but you're getting a little noisy. So if you could just settle down just a little bit.
Can't hear a thing.
We need you to get focused on spending some money and hearing what our friends have to say. So let's explain how to bid one more time. You're going to need 2 devices, one to watch and one to bid. If you have questions or have not yet connected to the app, please do so now. You can either email your questions to the chat line or call this number, 360-773-6215. We want to make sure that you all have access to bidding and that you're ready and you don't miss a package, because we have 6 great live items and an amazing paddle race.
Well, we just want to thank Greg and Michelle again. You can't see them, but I'm pointing at them and they're waving to me. We literally set up a studio in their house, so this is kind of fun. Also want to thank the crew here tonight, Wendy, Kylie, Renee, Tracy, and Amanda. So you guys ready? This needs to be our first virtual standing ovation. Let's hear it, folks, okay? Everybody stand. I see a few of you out there. You're not standing with me. Great job. You know, this is truly a great organization, and we are really lucky to have it in our community. You know, breaking the cycle of generational poverty takes a lot of passionate people. It takes mentors who care. It takes a whole lot of courage, and it takes all of you. You know, every child has a story, and with a little help, we can change the path of a life, one child at a time.
Let me tell you about Lily. Lily is a happy, carefree second grader. She is living in severe poverty, not having stable households, and lives in a violent neighborhood. So already the factors are stacked against her. But she has the light that most children do not. And she wants to be a police officer ×2. She wants to work during the week and on the weekends because she wants to change how people view the police because the system just isn't working great right now. How amazing for a second grader to think that way. She also wants to be a friend and make a difference in someone's life like they have made to her. Go get him, Lily.
Great story. So now you should all be ready. And Wendy's whispering in my ear. It's a lot of fun. Wendy, are we ready to go? We want to make sure everybody out there. This is your last time. Send Wendy a text. Put it in the chat line. We just want to make sure everybody can connect and bid like crazy. This is why we're here. So wake up. Are you with me? Allie, let's go into that first package.
You're the wine that I want. You're the wine that I want?
You call me a
I am.
whiner?
Thank you to David Nierberg for this amazing donation. This is a 9-liter bottle. That's 12 bottles in one. Let's see if Mark can lift it. This is one of the most underrated great vintages of the last 2 decades. This iconic estate makes very few of these super-sized bottles, so this is something special to get your hands on. Can you say the name?
Now, what's the technical term for a 9-liter bottle?
A Salamanzar.
Yeah! I'm impressed.
That's right. I know what I'm doing.
Can I get the second standing ovation? Because I know David gave this one just to test us to see if we can announce this stuff correctly.
Can you say the name?
Absolutely. Chevnos de Pop.
2006.
2006.
Blue Telegraph.
You've been researching this. Wow.
It's received a 94 points from Robert Parker's Wine Advocate, 93 points from the Wine Spectator, and Janice Robinson remarked that this gentle giant has ripe fruit, red currants, blackberries, spicy to finish, and a soft tannic feel. It's a gentle giant, no pun intended. Now, we just need 25 friends to help us drink this.
We're going to crack this thing tonight if nobody bids on this. So we know you've been bidding already. So Wendy's going to tell me where we're actually going to start on this thing, which is we're at $1,300 already, and we're looking for $1,400. Who out there can give me $1,400? Wake up, everybody. This is a great bottle, 2006.
1,400?
We just got 1,400. Do I hear 1,500? We need $1,500. Anybody out there for 1,500? I'm going to make this simple. Kylie's going to bid for me. I'm in for 1,500. The bid is now 1,600. Come on, you guys, wake up with me. 1,600 is what I need. Anybody at 1,600? 1,600?
I'm having
1,600? I'm going to buy this thing. We have a new bid at 1,600. We just got a bid at 1,600. That would be me. Wendy is looking out there going, okay, who is it, Mark? You see something we don't. The bid is now 1,700. Who has 1,700 for this bottle? Wait, I hear something. I hear 2,000 is now. The bid is now $2,100. The bid is now $2,100. We have $2,000. Which, thank you, Allie. You just bid that. Thank you very much. And she's allergic to wine, which is why I'm bidding it. So guess who gets to enjoy this if I get the bid? $2,000. I'm looking for $2,100. We're going to sell this $2,100, $2,100. Going once, going twice. Great job, Ally. We sold that $2,000.
Perfect.
And we might even invite David over to enjoy it with us, but hey, don't hold your breath. What's that package too?
This is our Long Beach staycation. Thank you to Lynn Angelo. You're going to experience 2 nights at this modern
Sometimes you
oceanfront
just-
hotel in the
sometimes you
heart
just
of
run-
Long Beach Peninsula. You'll also get to partake in 2 90-minute massages at their urban spa, a $100 dining
here.
credit to their Ocean View restaurant called the Pickled Fish. This super cute and hip location has complimentary
Here
beach
come get his
cruises,
snarly
game
ass.
tables, and live music. It sounds like the perfect COVID 2020 getaway.
Hi,
And
Mike.
I think we all need
little
a
buddy.
getaway right about now. Hold on.
And now we know that if you're
Mike's
on
brother in here
screen
anymore?
Zooming and you're new to this, try to mute yourself so that the rest of the people don't hear you talking about the wonderful dinner you have, although we appreciate it. So let's mute yourselves a little bit. But this is a great staycation. You talk about great timing. I think everybody's going to book this next week if they win this. So Wendy's going to tell me some people have been bidding on this. So we already have a bid of $900. It's going to take a bid of $1,000. Now we have 1,000. Now we're at 1,100. Looking for $1,100. We're at 1,000. Who will give me $1,100? I know everybody wants to go right now. And this is a great package, great place to stay. Allie, don't bid on this. We got the wine. I got 1,100. Now I'm looking for $1,200.
Let me heat it up, see what happens.
Super cute hotel.
That's what she
right
said.
in the heart of Long Beach. You're literally looking at the beach. The rooms are
I'm gonna have to
adorable.
drop-
You can go get away, have a great time, just chill, relax, a massage. Who doesn't need that right now? It's a
There it
romance.
is, right there. It's as good as this. It just doesn't get any better than this.
That is not a selling point, Mark.
Okay.
Not a
It's
selling
okay.
point at all.
I'll meet you down there and give you a massage, okay? We are at 1,200, looking for $1,300. 1,200, looking for 1,300. We're gonna sell this. We're going once. We've got 1,300, now we're
Thank
looking
you.
for $1,400. We have 1,400, now we're looking for 1,500. 1,500, 1,500.
Going.
Who's with me?
Who wants
We're
to
gonna
go?
sell this. 1,500, I need 1,500 right away. I've got
Perfect.
1,500, we're
Thank
looking
you
for
so much.
1,600. We'll give me 1,600. 1,500 was the bid, but I'm looking for 1,600, 16, 16. Who's coming in? All done. Going once, going twice, sold 1,600, and you are gonna have a great time.
Thank you,
Jennifer
Jennifer.
Rhodes, thank you very much. Make sure you take Mick, okay? Make sure, that's really important now on this staycation. What have we got for package 3?
Package 3 is Uncork and Unwind. Thank you to Greg and Michelle Goodwin, Durant and Red Ridge Farms, Domaine Druin, Oregon, Canna's Feast Winery, Wendy Sturm, and the Black Walnut Inn and Vineyards. You're going to receive a 2-night stay at the Black Walnut Inn and Vineyard for 2. This amazing serene villa has incredible views and luxurious accommodations. While you're here, you can also partake in a tasting with small bites at Rocco Winery, a gift certificate for the Druin Oregon Experience, which is a seated experience that takes you through a guided tour of 6 of their wines. It's fantastic. A tasting with snacks at Canna Feast Winery, a tour and tasting of olive oils at Red Ridge Farms. This incredible weekend away will be the perfect thing to rejuvenate your mind and your senses. I know a bunch of you missed the Adrift Getaway, so here's your perfect opportunity for another awesome COVID-free weekend away.
Great other staycation for you, great timing. We all want to get out.
Amazing wines.
And we're gonna start this. We've already got a bid of 900, so we're looking for $1,000. The bid is at $1,000. I've got 900, looking for 1,000. I've got 1,100. If I heard her correctly, I've got $1,100.
We're looking for $1,100.
We're looking for $1,100. We have 1,000. So you can bid this for $1,100. Great idea, great place to go. You're gonna have a great time. I've got $1,100 and now the bid is $1,200. $1,200. I've got 1,100, looking for 1,200, 1,200. Somebody out there, give me 1,200. You're gonna miss something
Who doesn't
really
want $1,200?
special. I've got 1,200, now I'm looking for 13. Who'll give me 1,300? 1,300, I got 1,300, looking for 14, 1,400, 1,400. I've got 13, don't let them have it for that. 1,400 is a better value than 1,300. Let's go with 1,400. Wake up out there, work with me. Don't make me stand here. We're gonna sell this. Going once. Yep, I got 1,400. Now I'm looking for 1,500. 1,500 is now the bid. I've got 1,400, looking for 1,500. Anybody else? Anybody else?
This is an
Anybody
amazing.
else? Yep, I got 1,500, looking for 1,600. 1,600 now. I got 16, looking for 17, looking for 1,700. I'm at 1,500, looking for 16. That's okay, I'm trying to confuse them. That's my job. I'm
Okay.
at 1,500.
Are we moving on to 16?
We're at 1,600. We have 1,600 now. Now we have 1,700.
We're looking for 15.
You know what this is? There's a delay in my head. Okay, that's what's creating this. I got 1,700 and we're looking for 1,800.
Yes.
Correct? Correct. 1,800. It's virtual in my mind. Okay, I got 1,700, leave for 18, I got 18. Now I'm looking for 1,900. We have 1,800. Great package. Come on, let's get this up to 2,000. Let's get this right at 2,000. I'm at 18, looking for 19. Come on, someone come in, 19, 19. We're gonna sell this. Going once,
It's the perfect staycation.
going twice.
It's a great weekend out of town.
Yes, 1,900, correct? We're at 1,900, looking for 2,000.
Yes.
If someone bids 2,000 right now, I'm selling it. Somebody come in, be the winner, get out of town, have a good time. 2,000, 2,000, yes, we have 2,000 sold. Thank you so much for getting us to $2,000. Great job.
Thank you, everyone.
Right in the middle, we're gonna do something a little different. You know, this organization changes lives because of you. And, you know, when you really look at the programs and the friends of the program, it's pretty amazing. I know you've heard these statistics, but they're much more than statistics. And I just gotta emphasize this because this has always just been impressive on what this organization can accomplish. But when you consider that these kids, 85% of their parents started out as teen parents. That's an incredible statistic, especially since 98% of these kids do not turn into teen parents. 50% of their parents never finished high school. That's a really tough thing to get around. And these kids, 83% of them not only finish high school or they get their GED, but 92% of them go to post-secondary education. And the one that's really sad is 60% of them, their parents had some sort of run-in with the criminal justice system, and 93% of these kids avoid the criminal justice system. These just aren't statistics. These are things that change the lives of kids and families. These are incredible events for individual people in their lives in our community. So this is just a great organization, and we appreciate anything you can do for us.
So now, I'd like to turn your attention to a day in the life of a friend. Please watch.
For me personally, my weeks never look the same. Days never look the same. I have a caseload of 10 girls that I follow. I see them for a minimum of 4 hours per week, whether that be in school, attending extracurricular activities, sporting events. A lot of them have a lot of hardships, a lot of challenges, a lot of barriers that kind of take them away from being able to be kids. Sometimes we go to the park when it's really nice out, we have a picnic, we go to the arcade, we catch a movie that they've been looking forward to seeing. And a lot of those things are fun, and we're also working on goals at the same time and making sure that the kids feel valued and they have a space to feel safe and to kind of be themselves and not have to worry about whatever it is that they're going through. Being a mentor is just being someone's friend all the time and showing up for them, speaking goodness into them, speaking strengths into them, spending time breaking down barriers that have been set in place that weren't set in place by them. Over their shoulder, there's someone watching and saying, hey, you're doing a great job. Hey, wow, you're really good at this. A lot of the times it comes back around. And so when you're spending every single week showing up for these kids, and then you have those moments where those kids show up for you too. I've had days where I've come to work and I've had a really hard time being fully present because I'm having a bad day or it's been a tough personal problem. And before you know it, you're working with like a high schooler who's sending you text messages at like 10 at night saying like, hey, this is a list of reasons why I love you. Like, thank you for showing up for me. And you have kids who like graduate your program and they still want to be a part of your life. Kiddos who like turn into adults that care too. They care just as much as we do. And so it's definitely a hard job, but I love what I do. I love knowing that I get a lot of time with them, whether that's today, next week, next month, or every year for the next 12 and a half years.
Good evening, my name is Wrath and I'm a proud graduate of Hudson's Bay High School. Go Eagles! Today I'd like to tell you a little bit about one of the girls that I have the honor of working with. Her name is Maddie. Maddie lives with her grandma, who she shares a challenging relationship with. They have moved 5 times in the past 2 years, which means Maddie has attended 5 different schools in just 2 years. It's hard to love school and feel like you are seen when you don't have the chance to make friends or connect with teachers. Maddie also suffers from depression and anxiety, and for all of these reasons, Maddie has tried to drop out of school 20 different times. Each time, I am there to ask her what her life might look like if she makes that choice. I try and provide her with guidance and a vision of her future so that she can make educated choices. Today, she is trying to get a job to earn money that her family needs. Success looks different for each of my girls, and it is my job to walk alongside them through their life, no matter what. My girls are amazing, and there are many, many more kids and their families in Southwest Washington who could use the support of a full-time professional mentor. This year, we observed over 125 kindergartners in 2 schools in Evergreen School District. Of the kids we observed, 41 had extreme adverse childhood experiences that would qualify them for our program, but only 20 are getting a friend. The need is great and the reward is even greater. I'm so blown away by the hearts and generosity of our community. Thank you for believing in the work that we do and walking alongside us so that we can continue to walk alongside our kids. So please join us tonight and raise your paddles in support of our incredible kids and be a part of their journey in Southwest Washington for 12 and a half years, no matter what.
Everybody's pointing at us.
All right.
You know, this will be the paddle raise part of the program, and you know, we're just asking for a straight up cash donation. Please give what you can. This is an incredible organization. They really do change the lives of kids, and we need your help. So we will start tonight at the $25,000 level. If there's anyone who can give at the $25,000 level, plug it in right now. We have the good ones waving at me in the back of the room. So we have our first $25,000 donation. Thank you so much, Greg and Michelle. Do we have anyone else who could donate at the $25,000 level? Elizabeth Austin.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Elizabeth. We appreciate that so much. And I believe if you left the room for a minute, you can always go back and bid higher later. So it's okay to do that if we bypassed you by mistake, but we'll move on. Is there anybody else at the $25,000 level? We are going to go to the, and we want to thank both. That's a quick $50,000. Let's do it.
And they are both founders.
And they are both founders.
Thank you.
We cannot thank them enough in everything that they've done for this organization. Do we have anyone at the $10,000 level? Do we have anyone who could give at the $10,000 level to this incredible organization? Anyone at all? Anything you could do would be very much appreciated. We have Steve and Joe Marie Hanson. Thank you so much to the Hansons. Appreciate a $10,000 donation. Do we have anyone else who could donate $10,000? We would certainly appreciate it. And we have Teresa Paletto. Thank you so much, Teresa. Anyone else at the $10,000 level, we really appreciate it. If not, we will move, but that was a quick $20,000. We cannot thank you enough. We will now move to the $5,000 level. Do we have anyone who could donate at the $5,000 level? We would certainly appreciate it. Anybody at all out there? We have Kelly Nolan. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kelly.
Kelly, huge donation. We can't thank you enough. Do we have anyone else at the $5,000 level? Ruth Ann Dodson, thank you so much, Ruth Ann. We really appreciate it. David Nierenberg, thank you so much, David. Not only did you make a nice donation, another one. Anyone else at the $5,000 level? I should say David and Patricia, I'm sorry. Anyone else at the $5,000 level? We'll give you just one moment to think about it for a second, and then we'll move on. Again, you can always donate more later. The organization would truly appreciate it. Let's go to the $2,500 level. Do we have anyone at $2,500? Anyone who could do that level? We'd certainly appreciate it. We have Karen
Rumble.
Karen Rumble, is that correct?
Yes.
Karen Rumble.
Thank you,
Karen,
Karen.
thank you so much. Patrick Horch, thank you so much, Patrick. We really appreciate it. Another one at 25. We have Todd Mitchell at Todd Mitchell, I'm sorry,
Thank you,
at 2,500. We'll give you a little more time to think about it. If you were thinking about 1,000, this is the perfect time to think about 2,500 actually. Anyone else at 2,500? We will keep moving that. And boy, let's give them a round of applause. That was a quick $7,500 at that level. Can't thank you enough. We're going to move to the $1,000 level, and we have an unusual surprise at this one.
Yes, we have a match, dollar for dollar. Thank you to Elizabeth Austin and Sean Cooney, who believe deeply in the work of Friends of the Children, and they want to make the biggest investment in our community. So dollar for dollar at the $1,000 level, everyone raise your paddle.
This is unlimited. Let's maximize this out. And really, if you bid before, if you're going to bid at another level, bid now, and let's maximize this. Just to make a lot of money here for the Friends, it would very much be appreciated. Do we have anyone at the $1,000 level? We have John White. Right. John and Leah Black, thank you so much. We have Kristen Torres at the $1,000 level.
Thank you so much.
Do we have anyone else?
I'm 1,000.
Amy Davis at the $1,000 level. Thank you so much. Keep in mind, this is dollar for dollar match. We have
I'm 1,000.
John
White.
Oh, it's John White. I'm so sorry, John, but you are John Wright. I like that. John White has been in twice. And we could again have those of you who aren't bidding mute your screen on Zoom. We're listening to those conversations about the food again, which we truly appreciate. But if we can mute that for just a second, who else do we have at the $1,000 level to really maximize this level?
Joe will. Can you hear me?
Travis Molina. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it, Travis. Anyone else at the $1,000 level, you can bid very quickly. Adrian, thank you so much. It takes us both to get one name. Adrian, thank you. Let's keep going. Boy, let's
take
try to
1,000.
make as much here as we can.
I'll do 1,000.
We have Greg.
Thank you, Greg.
Greg, I think.
Hanson.
And the Hansons are coming in again at $1,000 level. Can't thank them enough. They've each come in twice now. Who else do we have at the $1,000 level? We
Thank you,
have Julia.
Julia
Tickerhoo.
Yes. Thank you,
Julia, you need to come in again just so I can say that name. Julia, thank you so much for your bid. Do we have
I tried to
anyone
unmute.
else at $1,000?
Melina.
We have another one for Adrian.
Kagigas.
Kagigas, thank you.
Thank you,
Texas Bowl.
Adrian.
Adrian has come in twice. We are maximizing this, which means since Allie came in, now I've got to come in for $1,000. So we're going to add another $1,000 to this. We have Teresa Paletto, who is coming again.
Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you so much for Teresa. Anyone else at the $1,000 level? Do we have anyone else?
Okay.
And again, you can come in later to Sean.
And we still have other opportunities.
We have another opportunity later, so. Hold on.
Wow.
Kathleen Key just gave us a donation of $10,000. Standing ovation, John. Everybody out there. $10,000. That is amazing.
Thank you so much.
So the next level is $15,000. Who can give us $15,000? Keep in mind, once it goes up, we don't go back. We just go the other way. Anybody at 50, did I see Greg waving his hand back there? No, not quite yet. We'll go back to the $1,000 level. We're going to finish this up. Anyone else at 1,000 or higher?
Anytime.
Anytime. And again, if you missed it and you come back into the room, you can just tell us, just like they did at the $10,000 level, and we'll go back. So we're going to go to the
$500 level.
$500 level.
Anyone able to make a $500 donation?
Do we have anyone out there at the $500 level? And that's okay. James Martin at
Thank
$500.
you.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
James.
so much.
Do
Jim.
we have anybody else? Mike and Audrey
Bomar.
Bomar.
Thank you so much, Mike.
Thank you so much, Mike and Audrey. This is a lot of money for these kids. Well, guess who came in again? Teresa Paulette. Thank you again for coming in again. Teresa's going to get every level, I believe. Keep in mind, $500 is a lot of money, so we really appreciate this.
It all adds up.
Anyone else at the $500 level?
All right.
Cindy Holloway, thank you so much,
Thank you,
Cindy.
Cindy.
Cindy Holloway at the $500 level. Do we have anyone else at the $500 level? We'll move on to the $250. Again, you can come back in anytime, put it in there. We'll announce it. We really appreciate it. What level are we at?
$250.
That's what I thought. We're at the see on that big sign behind me would tell me that. We're now at the $250 level. Can anyone raise their paddle at $250? This is still a lot of money for these kids. That does a lot in this particular organization. Anyone at the $250 level?
Kevin Horney. Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin. Kevin, thanks for coming in. Do we have anyone else at the 250? We have Francisco Bueno.
Thank you,
Thank you so much,
Francisco.
Francisco, for coming in tonight. That's really cool. I've got Catherine Holland at the $250 level. Thank you to all three of you. Well, this is a big surprise. Teresa Paletta is now again at the $250 level. Now, when she comes in, the next bidder has to give $10,000. So anyone else at the $250 level? Do I have anyone else out there? Which is great. That is a lot of money. We thank everybody at that level.
Thank you.
We're going to move to the $100 level, and I think we have another surprise.
Yes, we have another generous match, dollar for dollar. Thank you to Elizabeth Austin and Sean Cooney. This is another dollar for dollar match at the $100 level. Please, if you can, come back in at the $100 level and your money will be doubled.
And everybody can come in at this level. Allie just came in at $100 again to match this. I just came in at $100 to match this. The good ones just came in at $100 to match this. I could probably announce Teresa Paletto right now. I think Teresa Paletto is going to come in at $100. Sorry, Teresa. That's probably where she stopped. But we have Sean Campbell at the $100 level. Let's get everybody in on this one. $100 level, dollar for dollar. We can raise a lot of money right here at the $100 level. Ty Stover, thank you so much, Ty. Thank you for coming in. Kelly Nolan, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you, Kelly.
Plug this in right now.
Glenda Reed.
Glenda Reed, sorry. Glenda Reed just came in.
Glenda.
Who else do we have? Just plug them in there. We have Karen Rumble again. Thank you
Karen.
so much, Karen. Who else do we have? Richard Taylor is in at the $100 level.
Thank you, Bridget.
Bridget Taylor?
Yes.
Bridget Taylor. Is there a Richard Taylor out there? I can take one of those too. Bridget Taylor. Kelly Nolan again.
Thank you, Kelly.
Thank you so much, Kelly. You can come in as often as you like.
Judith McMorrin, thank
Thank
you
you,
so much,
Judith.
Judith. We
Teresa
already-
Paletto, we announced you won, but she came in again. She just keeps coming. Thank you so much, Teresa. We
Allison
really
Paletto
appreciate
is
it.
also donating. Thank you to Allison.
Todd Mitchell is in at the $100 level. Keep in mind, every time you bid 100, it's $200 to this organization. Kyle Ransom, again, thank you so
Kyle.
much, Kyle. Who else do we have? We've got a few more paddles out there. We need to keep coming. This could raise a lot of money at $100 level.
Thank you,
It all
Elizabeth and
adds
Sean.
up. Rana,
Ruchenwall. Thank you so much, Rana. We appreciate your donation.
did you get that one right?
I did,
She did. She knows her.
maybe.
Maybe. It was a 50-50 shot. Thank you, Rona. Anyone else at the $100 level? Joseph,
DePietro.
thank you so much, Joseph.
We
Who
can't wait
else
to
do
meet
we
you.
have? Cindy Holloway is
Thank
in
you,
at the
Cindy.
$100 level. I just saw Allison. Who was that?
Jeff Angelo. Thank
Jeff
you,
Angelo.
Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. I just saw Allison in the back again, raise her hand. Allison Paletto again on $100. Oh, now she raised her hand. Good.
Amy Davis. Thank you, Amy. We appreciate that.
Thank you, Amy. Ruth Ann Dodson, thank you so much, Ruth Ann. We have Catherine Schwartz, thank you so
Thank
much,
you, Catherine.
Catherine. Just keep those coming in. This really adds up. Kate Sacamano, Kate.
Thank you,
Over
Kate.
at the Portland one. Kate, good to see you in. Greg, good one again. Well, Michelle did it, so Greg had to come in. Teresa Paletto again. I think Teresa, yes, Teresa, we're back to 10,000. Very nice. Teresa, just thank you so much.
Jan French. Thank you, Jan. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Jan, at the $100 level. Everybody just keep coming. Jennifer Rose.
Thank
you,
you.
Jennifer and Nick. Thank you so much. Who else do we have? Jan French for a second time.
Thank you, Jan.
Thank you so much. Cindy Campbell.
Thank you,
Thank you
Cindy.
so much.
Founder of Friends of the Children.
She's a founder.
She is
Becky.
the founder.
Thank you,
The
Chase.
founder.
Duncan's wife.
Thank you, Becky.
Thank you, Becky. Anyone else at the $100 level? You can just raise your card all night.
Jill
McClellan.
McClellan. Jill McClellan.
Thank you so much.
John and Leah Black. Thank you, John and Leah.
That was
Five times.
times
Thank
for
you,
that.
John and Leah. 6 times.
6 times now. 7 times. Boy,
8
8
times. Oh,
9 times.
or they're maximizing this donation.
10 times. They're up to $1,000.
Thank you, John and Leah.
They know how this works.
Thank you so much.
Their donation just raised $2,000 total. That was really cool. Anyone, or their computer got stuck and they just kept bidding. Either way, we like it.
Yeah.
Anyone else at the $100 level? And again, even
Kylie
Kylie
Selby.
Selby.
Thank you, Kylie.
Thank you, Kylie, in the back. One of our crew. Love it. Keep in mind, even if we get off of this,
You
which
can
we
still
should be
donate.
here all night, you can donate all night long.
Yes.
We have two
Oh, fantastic.
$1,000 bids. Who do we have? Brett and Patty
Thank you,
Bryant
Brett and Patty.
All right.
and John and Jerry Minor.
Thank you, John and Jerry. We so appreciate
I
it.
know Brett's out there. I wonder if Brett wants to multiply that by 25. Come on, Brett. Brett.
Thank you
Thank you
all
so much for
your
those.
generosity.
Again, you can keep bidding. We'll add it up. If you want to come in at the $100 level, we'll add it later. That raised a lot of money. We
Thank
just
you.
want to thank everybody. Give yourself a round of applause at the $100 level. This cash raising is just really cool. It did a lot for this organization, and we really appreciate your donations during these interesting times in the world. So thank you so much. We're going to go right back. We've got 3 more auction items. 3 more.
Item number 4 is our Alaska getaway. Thank you to Michael Leboki and Eagle Charters and Greg and Michelle Goodwin. You're going to receive 3 days and 2 nights in Alaska fishing at Eagle Charters in Elfin Cove. This is a quiet little village 85 miles from Juneau. People come to Elfin Cove for one reason: to enjoy the splendor of the area. Not only are the fish abundant, but you'll find it to be unlike any other place. You receive a $500 gift card for your overnight stay in Juneau, dinner and your fishing license, and airfare from Portland to Juneau is also included in this package. Mark?
This is a great package. So we fly in the night before, relax in Juneau. Then you fly out the next morning. And Elfin Cove, if you haven't heard about this, this is like a fisherman's paradise. This is just an incredible experience that you're gonna have up there. So,
And you're gonna fish all day Thursday, all day Friday, and part of Saturday. So you have 2.5 days of fishing.
I don't know anybody who doesn't come back with a ton of fish. So this has already been online bidding, and we're gonna start this. We already have a bid at $2,600. So the next bid is now $2,700. We already have a bid at $2,600. So I'm looking for $2,700.
Thank you, Joseph.
Thank you, Joseph. $2,700. Do I see
Cindy is coming in at $2,700.
27? 28 is now. We're looking for $2,900 now. We have bids up to 28. Looking for $2,900. Anybody? We're at $2,900 now. I'm
Thank you,
looking for
Joseph.
$3,000. Thank you so much, Joseph. Look, Cindy is now at $3,000. So Joseph, we're expecting you back here very soon.
Thank
Looking
you,
for
Cindy.
$3,100. $3,100. Anyone at 31? Thank you, Joseph. He bypassed one. He came in at $3,200. So we're now looking for $3,300. $3,300. Do I have in? 3,400 is Cindy. We're jumping by $200. Cindy's at 3,500. Good. We're jumping by two.
She's bidding against herself.
No, she's taking herself. That's different. She's going to take herself. 3,500. So we're looking at 3,600. Cindy's now has it at 3,700. So
Thank
I'm
you,
looking
Cindy.
for a bid of 3,800. I'm looking for 3,800. Cindy's now at 3,700. Cindy, someone has it at 3,700. You should come in at 3,800. Joseph's in at 3,800. Joseph's back in the game. Joseph's at 3,800. I'm looking for 3,900. Cindy now has it at 3,900. And I'm looking for 4,000. 4,000 is now the bid. 4,000. I'm at 39. 4,000. 4,000. Cindy, what happened to you? Cindy, if you've left the room, leave your bid card with someone else. I'm at 3,900. I'm looking for $4,000. 4,000. Cindy
Thank you,
is
Cindy.
now at $4,000. Cindy's jumping to 4,100. 4,100.
Thank you, Cindy.
Looking for 4,200. 4,200 now.
Oh,
Craig, good one.
Greg.
Same thing. Craig.
Jumped right in there.
Some of the good ones is now at 4,200. Looking for 4,300. 4,300. Cindy's back at 4,300. I think Greg. Uh-oh.
4,500.
Cindy's at 45,
46,
4,600, 4,700. She's at 4,800, 49, 49, 49. Cindy's
Hi,
at $5,000. $5,000.
That's how you do online bidding.
Okay, we'll take a short pause while Greg catches up. Maybe he's back in the game.
Or Joseph.
I'm at $5,000. $5,000 with Cindy. The bid is $5,100. The bid is $5,100. Anyone else? Greg's at 51. We're looking for 5,200. Greg's at 51,000. He just upped his bid. Cindy's at 53,000. She's now at 54. 5,500. 5,600. 5,700. 5,700. 5,800. Let's just round this up real quick, Cindy. I'm at 6,000, looking for 6,100. Hold on. Let's give Greg a moment to catch up. He's a little slow in the back of the room. Greg, I think we got some wine, and boy, he came back and it was up $1,000. How'd that happen?
Are we at 6,000?
I'm at 6,000. We're looking for 6,100. No pressure.
Cindy's a friend of mine now.
Cindy's a friend of mine, not anymore, apparently. I'm at 6,000, looking for 6,100. We are going to sell this. Going once. No pressure going twice. Sold, $6,000. Cindy. Thank you so much. You're going to have a great time, and Greg says you need to take him and he'll split it with you. So there we go.
All right.
Let's go to the next one.
Item number 5, get your motor running. Thank you to Cheryl and Jim Hopkins. Driving Pro Jim will take you on the ride of your life for any of you adrenaline junkies out there. You're going to take 3 laps around the Portland International Raceway, a 14-turn, 2-mile track in a Porsche GT3 reaching speeds of up to 140 miles per hour. Now, who doesn't need a little excitement in their life? Well, maybe not after that bidding, but after Corona, we all need a little excitement. So who wants to go for a ride around the track?
And this is fun. If you haven't done this, and this may sound, okay, I get to ride with somebody. First time I went on the track with somebody in a Viper, it's amazing. I guarantee you, you will be sweating in the passenger seat. The G-force on this around these corners, this is a great experience, and then hopefully the person in the car can actually drive. But this is a great experience. It's just a lot of fun, and maybe they'll let you take the 4th lap. I doubt it. It takes a little bit of training to do this.
A little.
But you're gonna have a great time. This is really a great experience to go on the track like this.
Yes, thank you.
So
Jim.
Wendy, where are we on this opening bid? We are at, we're at 300, looking for $400. This is a great experience, and you get to give to the kids. You have to be 18 years old to do this experience, but I have $300, I'm looking for $300, looking for $400. I know it goes quick, but this will be a really fun $400 or $500. Who'll give me $400? I'm at 300 right now, looking for $400. Did we tell you that you get the Porsche? Okay, so now you can bid it now. It's 300 going for $400. There might be a restriction on the Porsche. Anyone? We're gonna sell this. 300 looking for 400, 300 looking for 400. Going once, going twice, sold for 300. You are gonna have a great experience, and thank you for the donation. Thank you, Elizabeth. And our last auction item of the night,
Last package.
last chance.
This is the Willamette Valley Vineyards excursion. So thank you to the Willamette Valley Vineyards and Friends of the Children. This exclusive one-night stay for 2 guests in a private winery suite has breathtaking vineyard views, amazing hospitality, elegant wines, a private winery tour and tasting, and a $150 gift card for food and wine. This is truly a once in a blue moon opportunity. Rarely are these suites donated, and this master suite comes with a soaking tub, a fabulous outdoor fireplace living area. Wow, it's going to be a great staycation for anyone wanting to experience amazing wines in the Willamette Valley.
This really is a great package. It's your last one. It's your last chance to get a really nice staycation and give back to the friends.
Get out of town.
So we're going to start this. Some people have already been bidding. So we're going to start this at, we're at 800, looking for $900. We have a bidder already at $800, looking for 900. Who would like to come in at $900? Great experience. I got Michelle at
900. Thank you, Michelle.
Michelle at 900.
We're
I'm looking for
1,000.
1,000. We got 1,000 now. Cindy, thank you so much. We're looking for $1,100. $1,100. I got the bid at 1,000. Looking for $1,100. $1,100. Anyone? Jeff. Jeff's in at $1,100. So I'm looking for $1,200. Bids 11. Looking for 12. $1,200. We got it by James at $1,200. Now we're up to $1,300. Who would like to come in? Great experience. We all need this right now.
Yes.
Yes, a bidder? Yes, we do. We do have someone at $1,300, and yes, we need it. I got Cindy back at $1,400. I think Cindy's going to climb the ladder here real quick. I got Cindy at $1,400 and looking for $1,500.
It could be a different Cindy. Don't assume.
Could be. I got Michelle at $1,500 looking for $1,600. $1,600 is now the price you need to pay. I got $1,500 looking for $1,600. $1,600. Time to get in. Last chance. We're winding this down. Great package. One more time. I'm selling it. Going once. There we go.
Thank you, Cindy.
Cindy at $1,600. I'm looking for $1,700 now. $1,700. $1,700. Going once.
Oh.
We've got $1,700 at Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle. So Cindy, you could come back at 18. Looking for 1,800. 1,800. 1,800. Going once. 1,800. Going twice. Sold. 1,700. Thank you so much for that.
Thank you so much.
You are going to have a great time. We appreciate everyone
Yes.
being on this virtual tour with us tonight. We really appreciate being part of it. We believe in this organization. They do great work in our community. Can't thank you enough. We're just going to thank you a little bit. Wendy's actually going to give us a total before we go. We're going to bring in the team here. They're crowding us to say thank you. Want the good ones in, Allison? What was the paddle race total? Just out of curiosity, Wendy. Just the paddle raise was $239,000. Everybody, wow. Boy, I'm glad I don't live here. This deserves a standing ovation.
I wish I did.
So we'd like to make sure we thank and recognize Allison and the crew at Friends of the Children Southwest Washington for all of their amazing work and efforts in making a difference in kids in our community. Greg and Michelle, thank you so much for having us tonight.
Thank you, Mark and Ally.
Thank you.
Thank you to all you out there.
Thank you to these
Yeah.
heroes. Thank you to Be
Bless you.
Planet.
Bless your little
We
pink
love
looking
you.
hearts. Thank you.
Woo!
And we're out.
Woo!
Good night now.
Okay.